Leviticus chapter 23. Yahweh's appointed times. And Yahweh spoke again to Moses, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel, and say to them, The appointed times of Yahweh, which you shall proclaim as holy convocations, my appointed times are these: the Sabbath. For 6 days work may be done, but on the seventh day there is a Sabbath of complete rest, a holy convocation. You shall not do any work. It is a Sabbath to Yahweh in all your places of habitation. The Passover. These are the appointed times of Yahweh, holy convocations, which you shall proclaim at the times appointed for them. In the first month, on the 14th day of the month, at twilight is the Passover of Yahweh. Then on the 15th day of the same month there is the Feast of Unleavened Bread to Yahweh. For 7 days you shall eat unleavened bread. On the first day you shall have a holy convocation. You shall not do any laborious work. But for the 7 days you shall bring near an offering by fire to Yahweh. On the seventh day is a holy convocation. You shall not do any laborious work. The Feast of the Harvest. Then Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel, and say to them, When you enter the land which I am going to give to you, and reap its harvest, then you shall bring in the sheaf of the firstfruits of your harvest to the priest, and he shall wave the sheaf before Yahweh for you to be accepted. On the day after the Sabbath, the priest shall wave it. Now on the day when you wave the sheaf, you shall offer a male lamb 1 year old without blemish for a burnt offering to Yahweh. Its grain offering shall then be 2/10 of an ephah of fine flour mixed with oil, an offering by fire to Yahweh for a soothing aroma, with its drink offering, 1/4 of a hin of wine. Until this same day, until you have brought in the offering of your God, you shall eat neither bread nor roasted grain nor new growth. It is to be a perpetual statute throughout your generations in all your places of habitation. The Feast of Weeks. You shall also count for yourselves from the day after the Sabbath, from the day when you brought in the sheaf of the wave offering. There shall be 7 complete Sabbaths. You shall count 50 days to the day after the 7th Sabbath. Then you shall bring a new grain offering near to Yahweh. You shall bring in from your places of habitation 2 loaves of bread for a wave offering, made of 2/10 of an ephah. They shall be of a fine flour, baked with leaven as firstfruits to Yahweh. Along with the bread you shall bring near 7 1-year-old male lambs without blemish, and a bull from the herd, and 2 rams. They shall be a burnt offering to Yahweh, with their grain offering and their drink offerings, an offering by fire of a soothing aroma to Yahweh. You shall also offer 1 male goat for a sin offering, and 2 male lambs 1-year-old for a sacrifice of peace offerings. The priest shall then wave them with the bread of the firstfruits for a wave offering, with 2 lambs before Yahweh. They shall be holy to Yahweh for the priest. On this same day you shall make a proclamation as well. It shall be a holy convocation for you. You shall do no laborious work. It is to be a perpetual statute in all your places of habitation throughout your generations. When you reap the harvest of your land, moreover, you shall not reap to the very corners of your field, nor gather the gleaning of your harvest. You are to leave them for the afflicted and the sojourner. I am Yahweh your God. The Feast of Trumpets. Again Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel, saying, In the 7th month of the first of the month you shall have a rest, a memorial by blowing of trumpets, a holy convocation. You shall not do any laborious work, but you shall bring an offering by fire near to Yahweh. The Day of Atonement. And Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, On exactly the 10th of this 7th month in is the day of the atonement. It shall be a holy convocation for you. You shall humble your souls, and bring an offering by fire near to Yahweh. And you shall not do any work on this same day, for it is a day of atonement, to make atonement on your behalf before Yahweh your God. If there is any person who will not humble himself on this same day, he shall be cut off from his people. And as for any person who does any work on this same day, that person I will cause to perish from among his people. You shall do no work at all. It is to be a perpetual statute throughout your generations in all your places of habitation. It is to be a Sabbath of complete rest to you, and you shall humble your souls. On the ninth of the month at evening, from evening until evening, you shall keep your Sabbath. The Feast of Booths. Again Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel, saying, On the 15th of this 7th month is the Feast of Booths, for 7 days to Yahweh. On the first day is a holy convocation. You shall do no laborious work of any kind. For 7 days you shall bring an offering by fire near to Yahweh. On the 8th day you shall have a holy convocation, and bring an offering by fire near to Yahweh. It is a solemn assembly. You shall do no laborious work. These are the appointed times of Yahweh, which you shall proclaim as holy convocations, to bring offerings by fire near to Yahweh, burnt offerings and grain offerings, sacrifices and drink offerings, each day's matter on its own day, besides those of the Sabbaths of Yahweh, and besides your gifts, and besides all your votive and freewill offerings which you give to Yahweh. On exactly the 15th day of the 7th month, when you have gathered in the produce of the land, you shall celebrate the feast of Yahweh for 7 days, with a rest on the first day and a rest on the 8th day. And on the first day you shall take for yourselves the foliage of beautiful trees, palm branches, and boughs of leafy trees, and willows of the brook, and you shall be glad before Yahweh your God for 7 days. You shall thus celebrate it as a feast to Yahweh for 7 days in the year. It shall be a perpetual statute throughout your generations. You shall celebrate it in the 7th month. You shall live in booths for 7 days. All the native born in Israel shall live in booths, so that your generations may know that I had the sons of Israel live in booths when I brought them out from the land of Egypt. I am Yahweh your God. So Moses spoke to the sons of Israel the appointed times of Yahweh.